herzlich willkommen auf LEONsLOCKER.
Komm zu der Triple BA.
Okay. Hey, herzlich willkommen auf LEONsLOCKER. Hier habe ich ein paar Homies mitgebracht. Das Scout von the Blue Jays, Matt und Shane von 20 and Baseball. Ja, wir werden euch heute ein paar Fragen stellen. Also, warum bist du jetzt Scout geworden? Das ist meine erste Frage, Matt.
Yeah, so I got into scouting 25 years ago with the Atlanta Braves. It was kind of a natural progression. I was a college coach. One of the roles of a college coach is to recruit players.
Yeah.
And so I was out watching games, taking lineups, watching guys play, offering them scholarships. And it just is kind of a natural progression to walk from the recruiting world of college baseball in the United States into professional baseball. And I was blessed from the standpoint that, like many stories, a man who was a mentor in my life, who was a coach of mine, got into the position where he could hire baseball scouts, and he said, "Would you like to give it a try?" And I said, "Yes," in 1996.
Okay. Sounds interesting. And worauf achtest du am meisten beim Scouting?
Yeah, I think there revolves around athleticism first. I mean, when you walk on the field, say you're a pitcher, and I'm sitting there in a minor league game, you walk on the field, I'm going to check out your body, how physical you are, how your body works, are you flexible? There's a lot about direction that is important. And so that's kind of the beginning piece. Next piece would be your physical tools. How hard do you throw? How much does your ball spin? How fast do you run? How far do you hit the ball? I mean, those kind of things start to kind of be put into the equation. And then the third leg, I always say that is scouting is character. Our term is makeup. If I said you had good makeup, that would mean you're a hard worker, you're a good citizen, you're a good teammate, you're somebody that is confident. I mean, baseball is such a game of failure. The best player fails 7 out of 10 times. And so the ability to kind of stay eternally positive and confident even in the midst of failure. And so it's kind of physical athleticism, individual tools and skills, and then personality and character that make the 3 parts.
Okay. Shane, worauf achtest du am meisten, wenn du Trainer bist?
Well, the biggest thing that we tell our guys is just to relax and have fun.
Yeah.
And ultimately what we want to have them be on display is their athleticism. Like, what can they do? What can't they do? But oftentimes, especially with youth players, if you get too psyched out or too nervous or you're like, man, there's a big league scout coming, and so I just tell my guys, hey, just relax, have fun, do your thing. Like, this is your chance just to show off your God-given ability to play baseball and do it. And this is not necessarily a time to try to make big changes or adjustments or overperform, but just say, hey, take a deep breath, do what you do. I've watched you do this all year, for the last several years. Do your thing, man. That's what I tell you.
Gibt es Sachen, die man auf jeden Fall nicht machen sollte?
Yeah, I think there are certain things. One thing I think people don't realize is when I walk in to scout a game, I am watching everything. I'm not just watching you when you're hitting or pitching or fielding. I often get there early, and I've told this story more than once. I was at an indoor workout about 3 years ago, and I was there an hour before it started, and I'm sitting there, and in walks a young man and his mother. And he doesn't know who I am, he doesn't know I'm the scout there, and I'm watching him mistreat his mother with unkind language, not listening to her, not being obedient. And I thought, if he knew that I was taking all this in. And so my first impression of that young man was, he didn't treat his mom very well, and that bothered me. Again, so yeah, I mean, again, I think you have to understand that I used to give this example. This might be the only time in your life, yesterday, when you came to the workout at the hangar, that a baseball scout ever lays eyes on you. And you almost have to walk through life thinking, every day is this day to put on display my character, good behavior, to be kind to others, to treat others as having worth, value, and meaning, You know, that everybody, regardless of race and color or things, are worthy individuals. And again, because you just don't know. And wouldn't you hate to think, like, if that young man that I told the story of, if I walked out of there and that's my only impression of him, that wouldn't be good. And so I think how you carry yourself and how you behave, it matters.
Okay. Hast du jemals als Scout auch außerhalb Amerika gescoutet und was sind deine Tipps für uns, wenn ein Scout kommt, worauf wir achten?
I think there's opportunity for anybody that's a good baseball player. I think that we are not particular in scouting on where you're from. We're particular on how good you are. And I think opportunities are everywhere. I do believe that God created certain players and gave them ability, probably in the womb of their mother, to say that you were going to be a star player or you were going to be an average player. And I do believe that a player has the ability to steward that. In other words, work really hard to be the best player that you can be and let the chips fall where they may. I can tell you this, I mean, Major League Baseball is interested and looking for players all over the world. It's becoming a global game. And I was impressed just to be here and see some of Berlin's finest over these last few days and hope that the game continues to grow. And to encourage anybody listening to Leon's Locker, is that what I call it?
Yeah,
Leon's Locker Room?
That's right.
That to keep on working hard and trying to get better and finding places like 28 Baseball and academies and places to play. So.
Okay. Thanks. Danke, dass ihr zugeguckt habt bei Leons Locker. Danke an Shane und Matt für die Tipps, die sie uns gegeben haben. Und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.